So I analyzed 10 different Nifty expiry days, and every single one of them followed the same structure. In the morning, there was slow decay in theta. In midday, it was very volatile and nothing was clean. In the last 30 to 45 minutes, though, there was a sharp collapse in option prices. And once you understand why this happens, expiry trading starts making a lot of sense. And most people think expiry day is about direction, but it's not. It's about time running out. Early in the day, there is still possibility that moves can extend, trends can build, and I have told that in multiple past videos. But as day progresses, the possibility starts getting slowly priced out, and near the end, it disappears fast. This is something I've been saying for a while, but seeing it repeat across 10 expiries just confirms it. Everyone thinks theta decay is slow and spread out the day linearly, but it isn't like this. The closer the option is to its expiration, the higher the theta and the gamma. And during the expiry day, in the last 30 to 60 minutes, the theta and gamma are both at their peak. So it's a problem for both option buyers and sellers. And this is exactly where most traders get trapped. You can be right about direction and still lose money. Think about that. Market goes up, you will buy calls, but the premium barely moves. So, or even drops more. Why is that? Because later phases of expiry, time matters more than movement. Price can move, but it's not moving fast enough, so decay wins. Even smart money knows the ending. Every option goes to zero eventually. So they are not predicting on moves. They are focused on when does the repricing happen the fastest. That's the real game. They position themselves around time decay, premium inefficiencies, and retail getting trapped late. They don't really chase candles. They just wait for time to do their work. And honestly, retail sellers kind of do the same thing as them. But here's where it gets dangerous. The same last 30 to 45 minutes is also when sensitivity is the highest. As I said, both theta and gamma are the highest, exactly like that. Everything becomes faster. Price moves faster and premiums react aggressively, and even small moves feel very big because of gamma. The risk is real. One wrong entry and slightly late timing, and things can flip instantly. So let's break down the structure deeper. In the first phase, in the morning, across 10 expiries, market moves, but the premium doesn't expand much. You see small trends, but nothing explosive. Options slowly start losing value, and this creates a false sense of confidence. Retail thinks that the market is trending and they will ride the trend. But in reality, the market is just bleeding premium shortly. If the market is moving like this, slowly upwards, the option price can has no reason to go up. The time decay, the momentum isn't strong enough to overcome the time decay. And in fact, the option prices can keep falling. Even if the market is going up, the call can fall in value because it's not going up fast enough. But if you compare it to move like this, which is like suddenly upwards, then that's when option prices move aggressively because the OTM strikes go in the money, etc., etc. Then comes the worst phase, the midday. This is where things get very messy. You will see random spikes, you will see fake breakouts, but and the trend will continue or reverse. It looks tradable, but it's not. This phase exists to confuse the direction, trap both buyers and sellers, and kill the momentum. If you have ever overtraded and lost money, it probably happened between this phase. Now comes the real game. The last 30 to 45 minutes is where everything changes. The time value collapses rapidly, and premiums also drop aggressively, and even the correct trades struggle to gain. This is where option buyers mostly start avoiding trades and option sellers start getting overconfident. This is repricing. The market is basically saying time's up. And once that starts, there is no gradual delay. It's fast, violent, and unforgiving. But if you're an option seller, you might have noticed on expiry days, yes, the premium falls very fast. But on some expiry days, not all, after the Bank Nifty weekly expiry got removed, on some expiry days, you will see option prices that, like options that you have shorted, go from like this and suddenly straight upwards. Why? Because that's gamma. And here's also something interesting I noticed personally by my intuition. A lot of breakouts during the expiry day fail. Why? Because the option sellers, which are mostly institutions in the Indian market, are trying to keep the market range bound. And because breakout traders need momentum, follow through, and time, expiry gives you none of that. So what happens? When price breaks, entries come in, but the theta decay offsets the gain. So the move stalls and the premium drops, and even good setups stop working because the environment has changed. So what are smart traders actually doing? So they are not chasing direction like a normal trader. They're aligning with time decay, the late day repricing, and the retail positioning errors. They look at the open interest on each strike and see where the retail can get trapped or where the sellers can get trapped. They understand that early day is uncertainty and late day is certainty. So they position accordingly. They do less trades but with better timing and more patience. So if there's one thing you can take from this, expiry isn't about predicting where the price goes. It's about understanding when time runs out, because in the end price can lie, but time always wins. The session has to come to an end and the option prices do have to go to zero eventually. Now, let me show you with a real example. This is the actual real data of the straddle price on March 2nd expiry. As you can see, during the day, it opened at about 241. Okay. It was like falling and falling like very consistently. And if you notice at the end, in the last like 1 hour, it went from 100 to 20. That's a big collapse for an option price, and that was expected, because well, the option has to go to zero. It can't expire at 100. And of course, this is the straddle price, so only one option goes to zero, the other is left with about another maybe 5-10, but it's not much. And this is another expiry. Look at this one. The option prices, the straddle price, in fact, to be specific, opened at 506, and they fell instantly in the first few minutes. And after that, they kept falling and falling, a very steady decline. But in this one, there wasn't a very sharp decline because the price has already fallen enough. These are all the 10 expiries I have combined into one chart, and you can see a clear trend. Ignore the spikes, okay? They are just connecting the charts. That's a bit error on my side. But focus on the curves. What you see is the pattern. When the market opens, the average price it opens at is about 200. The straddle price, it opens at average of 200, and in the last 30 to 45 minutes, the steepest fall is in that last 30 to 45 minutes. You can see this pattern on 24th March expiry, 17th March, 10th March, 2nd March, 24th Feb, and 10th Feb, and 20th Jan, with 27th Jan as well. So basically, on majority of expiries, the biggest fall in premiums is in the last 1 hour. That's what I'm trying to say. Next video, I'm going to show you one number that tells you how dangerous the current market is for option sellers before you even trade. So subscribe so you don't miss it.